Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. We've got a cracker. It's Iga Swiatek versus Cristina BUCSA, the qualifier from Spain. And Swiatek's just starting us off now. Second serve into BUCSA's body, forehand down the middle, then goes forehand into out, backhand from Swiatek down the line. Then forehand cross from BUCSA's good, forehand to forehand here. Down the line goes BUCSA, backhand cross from Swiatek is good. Backhand cross, oh, beautiful. Beautiful from Iga Swiatek. She does make that backhand, and it's 15 love. Good rally to start off, to be honest. Great rally to start off. Let me know your thoughts in the chat as well. Who you cheering on today? Always interested to know. First serve drifts long. Second serve coming up. Backhand to backhand here. Down the line goes Swiatek. Great backhand. Wow. That's two fantastic backhands in a row for Swiatek. One cross-court winner, one down the line. Beautifully placed. There you go, 30 love. Backhands firing for Swiatek, goes serve out wide, and the forehand from BUCSA goes into the net, 40 love. And looking like she might hold to love here. The first rally looked pretty promising. BUCSA was hitting some fantastic ground strokes. I thought, ooh, could be interesting, but Swiatek has now picked it up. Started to dominate in this game. Struggling to make her first serve though. Only one made. It doesn't matter. 40 love. Second serve coming up. Second serve into the backhand of BUCSA. Backhand to backhand here. Swiatek's backhand is in. Just clips the baseline. And BUCSA's backhand is not able to get over the net. So it is one love to Swiatek. Start off proceedings here. Haven't seen much of Cristina BUCSA, so it will be interesting to see how she plays today and whether she can pose a real threat to Swiatek as well. I'm sure she can. I'm sure she can. Okay. Cristina BUCSA to serve. Well, this is a real test for BUCSA because Swiatek is a more natural returner on server, so this will be intriguing. All back at off. Second serve goes down the tee, and Swiatek with a massive into our backhand return winner. I mean, her backhand is on fire early doors here. Backhand from Swiatek again goes cross court. BUCSA goes into the net. I almost feel like BUCSA needs to go into the Swiatek forehand at the moment. Because the backhand is monstrous at the moment. It really is. She does try to go to the forehand with a slice serve out wide, but doesn't make it. So second serve coming up. Oh, double fault, 40 love, the pressure's getting to her. It is 3 break points straight away for Swiatek. She has been she's been flawless straight away in this third round, and she's In the last round, there were a few, dips in the match, but so far this has been dominant. Double fault, isn't it? No, no. Apparently, it's clipped the line. Swiatek hits the forehand long, so first mistake from Swiatek we've seen. One break point is gone. One break point saved. Still two more of those for Swiatek to access. So yeah, that forehand. She tries to go into forehand, but it is into our backhand, and BUCSA goes and drags the forehand wide. So 2-love. Swiatek breaks straight away, and that's extremely impressive from the Polish player. I think BUCSA, wow, if this is a sign of things to come, she's going to really struggle, I think, unfortunately. In other matches, we have Coco Gauff playing Bernardo Pera at the moment. She's a set up. Ostapenko's a break up at 3-1 in the first set. Felix and Cerundolo 1-set all. And Nishioko's 2 sets to love up against Mackenzie McDonald, who's Nadal's victor. Good serve out wide from Swiatek, forehand cross from BUCSA. Then goes down the line, the pole with a beautiful forehand. That is unbelievably good. Fantastic hitting from the Polish player. And that extreme grip on the forehand, she really does make work. And it's funny because she's got the Technofiber racket. And who else has a Technofiber racket and has a very extreme forehand grip? I'll give you a hint. His first name is Daniel and his second name is Medvedev. So it's funny that both have very extreme forehand grips and both have, if not the same racket, the same sponsor. Second serve into the backhand of BUCSA, backhand to backhand here. Swiatek goes cross court with the backhand and BUCSA tries to find a good angle. She does strike it pretty well, but just drags it wide. So 30-love. I think, if I'm not mistaken, she's only won 1 point so far. BUCSA's only won 1 point so far, which is crazy. Swiatek is just dominating at the moment. Here we go. 30-love and 2-love up in the first set. Oh, wow. Fantastic slice of out wide. And I think I heard nice. I don't know if that's from Swiatek or BUCSA, but someone's impressed with that serve. And it was beautifully placed from Swiatek, ace number 1 of the day. 40-love. And as I said, she's only lost 1 point so far this whole match. Oh, beautiful kick serve into the backhand from Swiatek. And BUCSA struggles to deal with it. Her backhand goes wide. Swiatek is 3-love up here. She does consolidate the break. And she's looking for a bakery item, a bagel or a breadstick. That's what she wants. That's what she wants. Yeah, really, really good start, though, from Swiatek. And Cristina BUCSA kind of pretty calm at the moment, which is good. She's just looking calm. She just needs to think about exactly what she needs to do. It's quite tough, obviously, against the top player in the world, someone who's won the last 2 out of 4 slams, and not just 2 out of 4, but the last 2 out of 3 slams, I guess, because she won Roland Garros and the US Open, of course, and she won the semi-finals of Australia last year. So she is coming into this tournament with a good prior year record. She would want to go at least 1, if not 2 steps further and go on to win the title, I imagine. But love 3 here. And the qualifier from Spain. Let's see what she can do. Can she dig deep here? Serve is long from BUCSA. So second serve coming up. She's struggling to find the first serve. I think both players, to be fair, have. Although Swiatek in the last game found back-to-back first serves. Second serve and backhand from Swiatek. Then goes down the line with the backhand and BUCSA goes forehand into the net. And if I'm being honest with you, I think the reason why BUCSA is struggling to win any points, she's only won 1 point so far, is that from the back of the court, there seems to be a massive gulf in power and also just quality of ground stroke, I think. Serve is good into the forehand Swiatek. She goes down the middle and BUCSA goes forehand into the net. She's making a lot of errors here. She hits a forehand into the backboard gently just to tell herself that's how I should be hitting my forehand. So love 30 here. Serve is out wide. Forehand from Swiatek goes long. So that's a second point lost for the game so far. Sorry, well, second point lost of the set so far for Swiatek. Can BUCSA hold serve here? She needs to find some more first serves like that. She does find it's a good kick serve as well. Backhand from Swiatek, and BUCSA clips the net cord, and it sits up nicely for Swiatek. She goes cross court, BUCSA on the run. It's a short ball again for Swiatek to attack, and she goes behind the Spaniard. So 15, 40 even. And I have to say, impressive stuff from Swiatek. She's looking good. So out wide. And the forehand from Swiatek is dragged wide. So 30-40, one break point saved. And what a difference it makes when she makes her first serve. BUCSA, I mean, well, I say that she's only got a 38% first serve win percentage at the moment. So, but of course, it's better than hitting her second serve anyway. I don't think she's won a single point on her second serve. So, yeah, needs to try and make more first serves. Second serve hit into the backhand. Swiatek backhand to backhand now. Backhand down the line. Forehand from Swiatek goes into the net. So juice. So she's fighting here, the Spaniard, and she's got a chance now. She's got a chance to potentially hold. That would be a big hold, of course. We are at juice. Oh, you go backhand cross. Forehand cross from BUCSA, then goes down the middle. Backhand into in from Swiatek. Backhand cross is in. Slice from BUCSA. Forehand cross from Swiatek. Down the line goes BUCSA with the forehand. Then goes into out. Swiatek goes into in with the forehand, and the forehand cross from BUCSA finds the net. So, yeah, it's a struggle. She's got to be careful. Does BUCSA? There's just a lot of errors coming from her side of the court. And that could, of course, really, really affect how not just this set, but this match ends up going. Sadanti forehand in the middle from Swiatek, and the forehand from BUCSA goes into the net. She does break against Swiatek. It's 4-love. She goes a double break up. She is dominating proceedings here. She really, really is. Crazy. Right, so the big question is, what's the scoreline going to be? Because it almost seems inevitable that Swiatek's going to win. I know it sounds harsh on BUCSA, but I don't really see her winning. So then the question becomes, can Swiatek get the bagel? Can she get the breadstick? We'll find out. Okay, so 4-love here, Swiatek. Double break up. Can she consolidate the double break though? Second serve. BUCSA is really far inside the baseline, but it's a good return. Wins the rally though. Swiatek soaks it up nicely. Backhand to backhand now. It's a drop shot from BUCSA. Swiatek gets there, dinks it cross court. BUCSA gets there, and there's a couple of little dinks from BUCSA. We're back onto the baseline. Forehand on the line from Swiatek. Clips the baseline. Wow, what a rally. And the backhand from BUCSA goes into the net. I have to say, That is much, much better from BUCSA. It really, really is, because I know she's just lost that point, but in all honesty, she had a couple of chances there on the volleys at the net to potentially put it away. Some good defensive work from Swiatek, but she just looked like she actually had a chance potentially of winning that point. Whereas the majority of points, if well, pretty much all of the points, I would say, um, generally in this match, she's looked uncomfortable trading with Swiatek from the back of the court. So why not mix it up? And that was a nice combo. The drop shot was pretty good, and they managed to drag Swiatek into the forecourt where she's not as comfortable at the net, of course. And we've seen that recently. And BUCSA didn't look too bad there. Second serve. Backhand from Books across court, backhand to backhand. Now short though from the Spaniard, and there we go. See, Swiatek then goes backhand down the line, approaches the Books a forehand, and Books with a beautiful pass down the line. The approach from Swiatek's not good enough there, and I know that she's trying to improve her net game, and I'm all for it. But that wasn't the right option. Well, the approach shot wasn't executed correctly. The I think the intention to come forward was correct. It was a short enough ball to come forward. Serve is very good from Swiatek. It's no, it's just dropped long. So second serve coming up. Second serve from Swiatek into the backhand of BUCSA. Forehand to forehand here. Goes down the middle, does BUCSA. Great depth. Forehand again from BUCSA down the middle. Backhand cross from Swiatek's in. Then backhand down the line. Sorry, cross court even. Backhand to backhand. Into out goes Swiatek. Slice from BUCSA into the net. So it is 30-15 Iga Swiatek, and she's not really having much trouble at all on serve. The question is, can BUCSA change that? Because at the moment, she's looking extremely comfortable. I think, if I'm not mistaken, so she would have. Brooks has won 5 points, I think, 5 or 6 points in this set. Doesn't bode well for the rest of the match. If this is the way it's going to go for her, she needs to change up something and try and do something different. And you can see she's attempting it. Serve down the tee from Swiatek from the ad side. Forehand cross from the pole is beautiful. The return from BUCSA down the middle, not a lot on it. Just meant that Swiatek could make that first strike after her serve a forehand, and she's very good at being able to do that. She's very, very good at being able to hit a forehand after her serve. 40-15, 2 game points. 4 love here. Down the tee goes Swiatek, backhand from BUCSA goes wide, 5 love. The dominance continues, and the Polish player and the world number 1 is channeling really her form that she's had for about the last 6 months, 6-7 months, where she has been so dominant. She's just destroyed people in her path, and that seems to be what she's doing right now. In other matches, we've got Cam Norrie and Yuri Lehecka at 2-all at the moment. Got Nishioka 2 sets to love up against Mackenzie McDonald. Felix is a set and a breakup against Cerundolo. Sorry, at 1 set all is also a breakup though. In the third set, Ostapenko 5-2 up. Coco Gauff 1 set and a breakup against Pera. And of course, here Swiatek is a double breakup against BUCSA, and she now has the opportunity to bagel her if she gets that third consecutive break. BUCSA yet to get on the board here. The question is, can she at least save a little bit of face here? This qualifier from Spain and manage to at least get on the scoreboard for this first set. It can't be nice getting bageled. I mean, as someone who has been bageled at amateur level in the past, that is embarrassing and very, very frustrating. So, I mean, at pro level, you've been doing this your whole life. She's qualified as well, so she would have had to have played a lot of matches before. this stage. It's disappointing. Oh, Swiatek gets very fortunate there. We get into the rally and BUCSA goes down the line with a forehand. Swiatek goes backhand cross, clips the top of the net cord, and just trickles over. Very, very fortunate from the Polish player. And, 15 love. First serve into the net from BUCSA. Second serve coming up. Second serve into the backhand. Swiatek backhand to backhand here. Down the line goes BUCSA into the net though with the backhand. So it is love 30. Very good from Swiatek here. Just pressing and pressing and pressing. And the one thing she's good at is when she's in front, she's very hard then to break down. She's a great front runner. Serve into the backhand of Swiatek goes in to win. Then goes forehand down the middle. Forehand from BUCSA down the line comes to the net. Beautiful play from BUCSA. Can she make it count? The first volley is not particularly good. Swiatek absolutely crunches the forehand, and BUCSA's on the stretch, and her volley goes long. That was the right play. It really was. It's the first volley. It wasn't a particularly hard volley to execute well. She just didn't quite execute it how she would have liked. So it is love 40. There's 3 set points here on offer for Swiatek. Serve on the tee, forehand in the middle. Into out, forehand from BUCSA is good. Slice from Swiatek is out. And frustration for Swiatek there. She's saying to herself, should have made that. There's a regulation backhand slice. So I can see why she might think that. Serve out wide from BUCSA is out. So second serve coming up. Still 2 set points. Second serve, forehand cross from Swiatek, forehand on the line from BUCSA, backhand cross from Swiatek, backhand on the line, forehand cross from BUCSA, forehand from Swiatek, forehand goes into the net from Cristina. BUCSA and Swiatek bagels her first set. 6 love wraps it up in 22 minutes. And I'll tell you what, this could end up being a very, very short stream and a short match, because if she carries on in this vein, I mean, this could be over in less than 50 minutes, this third round match, if BUCSA doesn't manage to pick up the pace or do something. Well, Swiatek's going to the bathroom. If I was her, unless I really, 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 really need to go, I personally would just be like, nah, I'm just going to stay, because she's playing so well. There is absolutely zero reason to stop that momentum. Winners to unforced errors 7-3 for Swiatek, 1-10, sorry, even for BUCSA. First serve percentage 56% for 46%, sorry, even for Swiatek, 61% for BUCSA. But that's not really the right stat to show. They need to show the win percentage behind first serve, and Swiatek is at 88%. And BUCSA at 27%. And Swiatek hasn't played, her best tennis, but it's just been good enough, and she's just that good at the moment. She's that dominant on the WTA side, and she hits her ground strokes that well that it ends up being a nightmare for the other girls. It really, really does. And there's just not really much they can do, in all honesty. They seem to really struggle. I think there's some of the girls on tour that definitely can keep up with her. And one of those is, say, Arina Sabalenka. She strikes a mean ball, but generally, they're not able to stick with her power, honestly. And that's, I think, been the issue for most of the girls on tour. It really has been. And she's managed to revolutionize her forehand. Her backhand has always been extremely solid anyway. So what's ended up happening is she has become this master baseliner, and I think the scariest thing is that she's now trying to add net play into her game, and if she adds that into her game, then I think everyone should be scared. Generally, genuinely, sorry, even genuinely, they should be scared. Wow. So there's a lot going on, of course, at the Australian Open, and seeds have been falling generally. But in terms of, yeah, I don't know. In terms of what's going on and everything else, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we get on here. But Christina Buxer is struggling, as I said. She really is struggling to get a foothold in this match, and that's why she finds herself bageled. Right. Okay. So it's time. That means we are going to. Guys, as well, need 20 of you in the chat. Thank you very much for tuning in. Remember to that like button and do subscribe if you are new. Thank you to everyone who is tuning in. In the UK, it is almost 6 a.m., so it is an early one. So any support is greatly appreciated by liking this video. Oh, right, here we go. Yeah, sure. They're just starting off. She's just started. Yeah, sure. They're just starting off where he left off. Right, here we go. Backhand to backhand here. And backhand from Butcher. Slice from Butcher. Oh, shot. Oh, Butcher started off really well here. Wow. So here we go. Here we go. Love 30. Starting to get tasty. It's time to get tasty here. Finally, Butcher's doing something she's not been. In fact, I don't even think she's been in front in any of the games so far. So this is a different this is a very, very different story to what we see in the first set. Can she do something here? Can she open up some break points? It's a beautiful drop shot that was. A slice angled drop shot was beautiful. But Swiatek's trying to bat away any talk of a break point with a beautiful ace out wide from the juice side. There we go, 15-30. Second serve, forehand into out from Buxer. Backhand cross, backhand down the line from Buxer. And it's in though. The scramble from Swiatek. Forehand on the line from Buxer. Into out forehand from Swiatek. Massive backhand on the line. And the problem there is that into out forehand from Swiatek was so good. And the backhand from Buxer, she's on. Buxer's on the stretch, unfortunately, and the slice is so short. Swiatek just puts that backhand away, brushes it down the line beautifully. There you go, 30. Serve into the net. Here we go. 30. Second serve into the backhand of BUCSA. Backhand cross and Swiatek. Slice from BUCSA is out. So 40-30. She started off the set so well. I thought maybe it might be a different story, but Swiatek is just like, no, no. There you go. Goes down to T, forehand into out from BUCSA. Backhand to backhand here. Oh, tries to go down the line. The Spaniard, but finds the net. So what does that mean? It means Swiatek does hold. And she's won 7 games in a row here. BUCSA not able to do anything. Right. Okay. Here we go. Oh, BUCSA going long. Love 15. Struggling. There we go. Love 15. So let's see. Forehand down the middle from Swiatek. Into in forehand from BUCSA. Forehand from Swiatek goes wide. So 15 all. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. BUCSA, I mean, come on. She can do something. I'm kind of rooting for her. I love Swiatek. Obviously, I wanted to win, and I think she's going to win anyway. So we may as well get some sort of entertainment. And hold on. Has Swiatek? She has. She's missed that forehand, tried to whip it down the line. It's drifted wide, and that I'm getting excited by a missed forehand from Swiatek because I'm thinking, hopefully, we'll see something. Hopefully, we'll see something. Right, here we go. 30-15. BUCSA goes down the T forehand from Swiatek is in. Is it? Oh, it's a let first serve, I think. So we're gonna get, yeah, gonna get another one. Another first serve is in. Oh, the forehand from BUCSA though goes into the net. A lot of balls going into the net from her, to be honest, and it hasn't been particularly good, if I'm being frank. So 30 all. Serve into the middle of the box from Swiatek. Sorry, from BUCSA even. Forehand down the line from Swiatek. Then goes into in. Oh, it's just too good. She finds the corner. 30-40 break point. She's just ripping through Cristina BUCSA. And I have to say, it's oh man, it's not nice to see, honestly. It's savage, absolutely savage from from Iga Swiatek at the moment. Surely no double bagel. And Greg says, "Good morning, sir." Greg, my man, how you doing? How you doing? Cam is ripping it up, and I think he's got how many people in that chat? Actually, it must be like 1,000 people, right? Well, I think yesterday for Murray Kokonakis, I think he had like 5,000 people. Incredible. So out wide from BUCSA is in. Backhand to backhand rally now developing down the middle of the court. Into out goes Swiatek. Slice from BUCSA is in as well. Good from her. And into and forehand slice from BUCSA. Forehand on the line from Swiatek. Backhand cross is good. Yes, it is. BUCSA not able to get it back into play. Advantage Swiatek. She's got another break point. She's knocking on the door and just saying, look, I don't care if you want to try and get on the board. I'm going to make it really difficult for you to do so. Double bagels? Is it on the cards? Oh, I don't know. Potentially. Okay, advantage Swiatek here. Serve from Cristina BUCSA goes wide. Second serve coming up. Second backhand from Swiatek is in. Backhand cross again from Swiatek. Backhand to backhand. And the backhand from BUCSA goes into the net. It is 2-love. She does break. 6-love, 2-love, 8 games won in a row. Yeah, that's a good point. Greg says I'm well. Still can't believe how bad Bianca was against BUCSA. It was just horrible to see. Yeah, I think that was a massive upset in my opinion. Bianca Andreescu, considering also she'd beaten Buskova in the first round, or Buskova, sorry, even the first round. The fact that she then lost to Cristina BUCSA, from what I've seen, I haven't seen a lot of her. So qualifier, I don't know, if I'm being honest, I don't know a huge amount about her, which is probably a bit bad. I probably should know more about her, even though she's a qualifier. I haven't seen her at a slam before. But look, it's one of those things that I think Andreescu especially, she's a rhythm type player, and if BUCSA's slicing a lot from the back of the court, then she might have issues. Also, I imagine that she was making a lot more first serves than she is today. And she looks like she's someone who likes to come forward, but hasn't really had the opportunity much against Swiatek. She gets a beautiful wide serve from the juice side, 15-love, BUCSA not able to make that return. Yeah, but it was a massive upset. And actually, I was looking forward to Swiatek Andreescu. I think I actually picked Andreescu to be here in the bracket, which is a pretty bold call. Did I? I think I might have even, I had Andreescu as a real dark horse. You won't lose a game. Yeah, it looks that way at the moment. So out wide, backhand into the net from BUCSA, and Swiatek almost looking over the net to say, "This is so easy. Is it really going to be this easy?" And the answer to that is yes. By the looks of it, the answer is yes. Oh dear. Right. 30-love. Third on the tee is just a let, it looks like. Looks like it's a let. Guys, remember to hit that like button, please, as well, if you haven't done so already. And do subscribe if you're new. Thank you for tuning in, as always. There we go. So down the tee is missed just. So a second serve for BUCSA to have a look at. This is where it could get interesting. If BUCSA's able to just get some sort of inroad. She was love 30 in the opening service game in the second set, but didn't manage to do anything with it. Forehand is decent from BUCSA, deep down the middle. Against the rally here. Forehand on the line from... Oh, my gosh. Forehand from Swiatek. That into-out forehand is just massive. Greg says, kept drizzling like every 10 minutes and crazy, windy, impossible to get any rhythm. Ah, right. Okay. I didn't watch it, so that makes a lot of sense as to why Andreescu lost then. She does seem like someone who could get put off by that. Kick serve even from Swiatek out wide. Forehand into out. Great forehand from BUCSA though. And a beautiful smash as well. Much better. And Swiatek finds the net with the backhand. So 40-15 though, still 2 game points. Greg says, how much do you think being delayed from 11 a.m. and not taking court till 6:30 p.m. played a role, if any? It can play a role, especially if you're someone like Andreescu and like you can overthink it potentially. But then I guess the same is holds true for BUCSA, right? So they're both in the same boat. I don't necessarily think that should matter too much of that aspect, because It happens a lot in slams. Most matches don't start when they're scheduled to start. Swiatek goes down the tee with the serve. Backhand from BUCSA goes long. So 3-love. She's just won 9 games in a row. And she's potentially 3 games away from a double bagel and a perfect match. Yeah, so I think, Greg, the question is, someone like Andreescu, even though she's still pretty young, she's played at enough Grand Slams to know that that could be the case, right? You can potentially go on that late, depending on delays, rain delays, or even schedule delays. Like even today, Swiatek was supposed to be on at 3 a.m. UK time, and she ended up starting around, well, it's now 6 a.m. So she started about 2.5 hours late. Now that's not as long a wait, of course, but still, like, it's pretty substantial, and I don't think that really affects players, honestly. I think for some players they get more frustrated than others, but at the end of the day, there's nothing you can do about it. So either either they're more realistic with the scheduling, which I think some tournaments are quite good at it. I think it was potentially Paris, the Paris Masters. So it was one relatively recent, and they were very good with the timings. Like they just, I guess with the best of 3, it's easier, right? Because with a best of 5 tournament, it could go 3, 4, or 5 sets, and there's a big difference. Like you can have a quick 3-setter, and that can last like an hour and a half, say, or you can have a long 5-setter which lasts 6 hours. Like there's a 4.5 hour difference there. It's quite hard to schedule, I imagine. Greg says, "Wow, he gets so good." Yeah, yeah. He's just been in. Double fault from BUCSA to start off the service game. Love 15. She looks really disappointed with herself. I'm not surprised. Well, there you go. Love 15. Second serve out wide. Or first serve out wide, sorry, even is an ace. And she walks back as if, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. First ace, and someone in her box is, oh my gosh, has a massive smile on her face. I'm not sure why, because if someone had a massive smile on their face in my box and I was 6-love and 3-love down, I would be like, what are you doing? Anyway, so out wide and then forehand into the net from BUCSA, 15-30. I guess that maybe she's just smiling, etc., and just saying, you know what, just enjoy it. It might be her sister, even, to be honest. The coach, though, is shaking his head, writing notes. He's going to have a very full notebook at the end of this match. And serve out wide, and the backhand cross from Swiatek is in. BUCSA tries to go down the line. She swerves wide, though, with the backhand. So many mistakes from the Spaniard. You have to say it's been Aristun, and Swiatek makes you do that as well, because she is so good that she makes you want to go close to the line. She makes you want to be more aggressive and try not to trade. And it's another double fault. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. She drags that one into the net. Her coach is smiling. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on in that box, because I'm telling you, he's saying that she's tight. He's saying, yeah, he's talking to his, I think that's actually her daughters, potentially, Cristina, or basically her family. He's telling her family that she's tight because he did this, as if like she's closing up. And I mean, I guess she would be. Look, if you're 6-love down after losing the first set to Swiatek, the world number one, someone who's been so dominant for the last 9 months and has been bageling people for fun, then I think you would potentially tighten up. And she's a qualifier. She's never played someone like her probably for a long time. So out wide from Swiatek, 15-love ace to start off proceedings on her serve. She's looking to go 5-love up and potentially be 1 game away from another bagel back to, 6-love. That would just be carnage. Haven't seen a scoreline like that for a long time. I know we saw Pagula win 6-love 6-1 in the second round, or first round, actually, I think it was. But I haven't seen any double bagels yet First serve is wide from Swiatek. Second serve coming up. Here we go. Second serve for Swiatek goes into the backhand of BUCSA, and the backhand drifts long. 30 love, Iga Swiatek. And it's just now a matter of when she's going to win, honestly. I don't think it's really, there's any doubt that she is going to win. It's just how quickly can she do it? Serve out wide is a slicer. She's missed it though, so BUCSA will have another opportunity here on second serve. There we go. Second serve coming up. Goes into the backhand of BUCSA, and the backhand drifts long. So it is 40 love. And this has been a real struggle for the Spaniard. And you do feel for her because any matches off, we were potentially planning to do Medvedev quarter. We don't have enough availability in the comms team, so no, not today. We'll be doing our day. We'll be doing our daily roundup, but yeah, apart from that, no. What's going on with the color and colors? But yeah, there's a lot of matches that are on tomorrow, so we're gonna try and do one or two matches. At least we'll do one tomorrow. I'm hoping we can do more than one tomorrow because we've been doing on average about two a day. I'd like to do more, to be honest with you, but it just depends on people's availability and our comms team as well because it's in Australia. Yeah. No, no answer for his answer. The other I have to deal with Murray Marathon, knew the Swiatek double bake. I know, right? I just make it really easy for myself, Naman, as the boss. I say to Ash, you can do the 6 hour marathon, and I'll do this, which will last what like an hour maximum. Anyway, forehand here. Swiatek looking to break BUCSA and get the double bagel. Oh, into out forehand from BUCSA on the drive volley is beautiful. 15 love. Oh, the comeback's on. Oh, there we go. I love this. But yeah, it's no one. It's funny. I actually would have preferred to do the Murray one. To be honest, I was working the whole day. Anyway, backhand down the line from Swiatek would have been in, but BUCSA serves a double bagel. Sorry, serves a double bagel. Oh my god, I'm seeing into the future. Anyway, double fault. No one says, yeah, avoiding a bagel is an achievement against Swiatek. Wow. I think, yeah, if you're outside the top 50, I think, well, to be honest, maybe even outside the top 30. I think outside the top 30 and you don't get a bagel from Swiatek, then you've done at least something right. Into out forehand from Swiatek. Backhand cross is ridiculous. What a backhand. She goes full stretch on that backhand side. Beautiful angle found. Oh, dear. Uh-oh. Oh, she does. This is embarrassing. I mean, she's gonna go home and yeah, try and forget about this. Anyway, 3 set points, 3 bagel points. Second serve coming up. She'll double fault. She'll double fault now. I mean, it's 3 set match points, double bagel points. I mean, I'd be surprised if she doesn't. She doesn't. Oh, fair play to her. Good backhand cross from Swiatek. Oh, she's missed it. Ooh. So Oh, sorry, what am I talking about? 40-15. What was I was talking as if Swiatek has been it was 40 love up. I'm so used to Swiatek winning the games. Anyway, 40-15. So she has 2 game points. Go on, BUCSA. Go on, get on the board. Second serve. Backhand from Swiatek is in. Backhand from BUCSA goes into the net. Oh no, 40-30. Swiatek is not backing down here. She made a few mistakes at the start of the game, and BUCSA was 40 love up. Looked like she was going to get on the board. It'll just be a breadstick known and one I wasn't. That's the thing. So it's 40-30 BUCSA. Not she's got another game point. Served on a tee from BUCSA. I am reading it right now, that's for sure. 6 love, 5 love, and 40-30 BUCSA. This is the first game point she's had. She hasn't had any all day. Second serve, forehand. Oh, she shanked it. Swiatek, she's on the board. BUCSA 5-1. If she won't get double bageled. BUCSA's BUCSA's on the board. The crowd's happy. At least the match is going to go on a bit longer. It'll probably go on an hour. And Swiatek is serving for the match. Serve goes out wide. But oh, what a forehand from BUCSA! What a return! Oh my gosh. The forehand return from BUCSA is an absolute bullet cross court. Wow. That is a beast of a forehand. Love 15. Oh man. What a return. Don't go to the forehand is what oh, here we go. Good serve out wide into the backhand. Backhands, I mean, down the middle of the court, not a lot on it. And Swiatek just goes, thank you very much. Gobbles it up with the into out forehand. Beautiful forehand. 15-all. No answers. BUCSA has the momentum now. Says Greg. Greg goes, BUCSA has the momentum now. Exactly. The comeback's on. Ron says, few extra minutes for you, Fazan. So much hard work. Feel for you. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough, man. It's tough. And it's Swiatek. Beautiful serve. BUCSA not able to get it back into play. 30-15. She's 2 points away here from a 6 love 6-1. I mean, to be honest, I've been pretty disappointed with Swiatek not to get the double bagel, honestly. It's been a pretty poor performance. Only, she's lost 1 game. That's not good enough. I'm just playing around. She's been her usual dominant self, and she has had some close encounters or some dips in some of the first couple of rounds, but she's been pretty flawless today, honestly. I mean, BUCSA hasn't helped herself. Good kicks out wide. Great volley from BUCSA. And yeah, Swiatek's lob goes long. So 30-all. That was a really good play, actually, from BUCSA, I have to say. She looks like someone who's pretty good at the net, to be honest. Just hasn't really had the opportunity to come forward as much as she'd like. Let me go 30-all here. So out wide, forehand from BUCSA's good. Oh, then they go to backhand. She hits the backhand cross sweetly, but goes wide. So 40-30 match point for the world number 1. So oh no! So if Swiatek wins, so actually she will play Rebecca. Now I didn't pick Andreescu to beat her. I picked Rebecca to beat her, and I'm still going to say that because I'm just going to stick to it now. Swiatek most likely will she'll go into that massive favor, but Rebecca, don't sleep on her, and she has the power to cause problems with Swiatek. Anyway, second serve, great backhand from BUCSA on return. And goes down the line. She's going for this here. Forehand from Swiatek, missed backhand from BUCSA. It is done and dusted. 6 love, 6-1. A bagel and a breadstick to boot. And Swiatek comes up, and I mean, BUCSA's probably like just well, I just want to go home. I just want to go home, go and have a lie down because it's not been a good day at the office. For Swiatek, I mean, dominant as always. I'll go through the stats in a second. No one says, is anyone challenging Swiatek any contenders, although it's always tricky with the women's draw. Yeah, Rybakina, I genuinely think, and in my draw preview, I picked Rybakina to beat, so it wasn't Andreescu, it was Rybakina to beat Iga Swiatek at this stage. So, look, I mean, you might say that's a bold call, but she's a massive server. She can hit big from the back of the court. She is the type of player. She is the type of player that could beat Swiatek. But in saying that, Swiatek's the massive favorite, right? No one says she is the most recent slam winner, sandwich between Swiatek. Yeah. Greg says, thank you, sir. Have a great day. Thank you, Greg, as always. Thank you, Naman, as well. Let's quickly go through the stats and then we'll wrap it up. So Swiatek here, 3 aces, 1 for BUCSA, 0 double faults, which is always good. 3 for BUCSA. First serve percentage only at 59%, BUCSA 62%. But first serve points won is it's really day and night here. 85% for Swiatek on first serve points won. For BUCSA, 39% of first serve points won. Second serve points won, 79% for Swiatek, 29% for BUCSA. Winner starting for series 15-6 for Swiatek, 4-20 for the Spaniard. But this is what's impressive, right? Net points 3 out of 5. And she was pretty good in the net, so maybe should have tried to come forward more. Although in saying that, I don't know if she is a serve volley type player, because I was thinking maybe that's the way forward, because she just struggled really to get opportunities to come forward. But if you serve and volley against a great return like Swiatek, can become even worse. And 1 out of 3 net points won for Swiatek. Greg says Rybakina is the most disrespected Grand Slam champ in history. If Swiatek Rybakina isn't on Laver, something is fishy. I think it will be on Rod Laver. I think the issue with Rybakina is the fact that she won Wimbledon where there was no points. None of the Russians or Belarusians were able to play. So I think unfairly, she's almost been penalized a little bit for that because her ranking didn't go up at all. So they've used that as an excuse to be like, well, you can be on the outside courts. And then also the fact that, as I said, they're probably thinking, well, she didn't really beat the best, or everyone. But I mean, Swiatek's in that matchup, so they'll definitely be on Rod Laver, I imagine, but we'll see. Cool. Thank you very much, guys. Really, really do appreciate it. As Naman said, it's been a really hard day's work. But yeah, Swiatek gets through. She's through to the 4th round, winning 6-love, 6-1. She will play Alina Rybakina, the Wimbledon champion, in the next round. And it's going to be a barnstormer, I think. Thanks very much, guys. Stay safe and well. We'll see you on the next video.